What's up? All right, I apologize, everybody. Give me 1 second.
You and your typing skills. You need to read through your text before you send it.
Well, hello, everybody. Apologize about that. Apologize about the late stream as well. I was trying to get everything figured out here, and then working and moving stuff because my fiance is getting her house renovated down, and what a day. But we got a bottle of decoy here that we're going to be popping maybe midstream, and we're going to be announcing a big update in the Bolton Glen household here right now, soon to be just Bolton household. But yeah, we're gonna be popping a bottle here, probably midstream, with more news on the way. Okay. Anyway, let's see here. So, past that, I wanted to go over, like, I don't want to just make one kind of video or like types of videos. Like, if I'm gonna put like a comedy video on, I don't actually wait. Let me start a timer here because I'm gonna go for an hour tonight, and then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm gonna go for an hour here, and I just wanted to say, like, I don't want to be stuck to one thing. So like, if I do, every video that I posted on my YouTube right now was taken from my phone by my hands, and every single video going forward on my channel will always be a video that was taken by my hands, or if not by my hands, then I was at least there right next to them or in the video. Maybe I didn't get a chance to get the perfect video and they sent it to me, but I was there. I'll never post things that, like, I will never post fake content. Only content that I created or I was there and I made it content. I just wanted to say that too. But like, I don't know. Y'all have to let me know if y'all enjoyed the stretching video. That was funny. I'm glad. I mean, that's really like the main point is like, I just want to make people laugh. If I can, awesome. If I can't, whatever. I mean, can't love everybody. So whatever, if you don't love me, sucks to suck for you, not for me, because I love myself. So, it's all good. I'm not worried about it. But anyway, yeah, I want to go over, like, I'm going to do multiple kinds of videos and things. Like, I don't want to be like closed off to like just having to do like comedy or just having to do like nature videos or things like that. Like, I'll do anything if a ballerina company wanted to try to promote me and I had to wear a ballerina on this or a tutu on stream. I would do it if the money was, I mean, like, I'll be honest with you, I'll wear a tutu for, the right amount of money, but I just, like, I'm not trying to be super selective. I just want to make sure that everything on my channel or that's going on my channel is like entertaining, I guess, sort of say. Like, that's really like what I'm trying to get at is like, I just want to make sure that it's entertaining, not like, I don't want to be stuck to like one thing or one, like, having to do skits or blah, 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 blah. Anyway, made some salmon sandwiches tonight for me and my fiance. They were delicious. Very, very good. Some French fries, and that was also another thing that took me a little longer to go live. And also just got some news, which crazy news. And sorry, give me 1 second here. I gotta text my dad back. So I apologize about that. Just gonna make sure I'm checking everything here. But yeah, so I was kind of thinking here. Um, let's see. So I wanted. I was trying to think of like every day I might do different like videos or like it'd be cool to get like maybe like a somewhat thing figured out. Like Tuesday would be, you know, maybe directed like video game Tuesday or something, or where it'd be like maybe, every time I was gonna do a stream that day, it kind of had like a meaning or like was kind of already like planned out on what I was gonna do, but obviously every time would be different. So like I want to try it out, and y'all have to let me know in the comments. Um, y'all have to let me know what what y'all think of this, and I'm willing to try different cards. And different kind of like ideas and stuff. I just want to make sure that like my idea with Pokemon was like when I went to the card shop today, pretty much they were like, I was like, well, what if I wanted to buy a pack where I'm trying to open a rare card for money because they'll buy the cards back from you if it's worth a certain amount over. They use like it's called TCG Player is like from the city that I'm in and stuff. They use a thing called TCG Player. So if your card is valued at least $2 or more on the TCG Player app, which I'll show you here. Hope everyone's having a good day, by the way. Rocking it with your thing out, or just hanging out. Having a good Saturday. As always. I mean, but this is the app right here, TCG Player, and this will allow you to scan cards of any kind. It doesn't have to be Pokemon. It could be football. It could be baseball. It could be anything. And you can scan your cards, and then it allows you to, or it gives you like the value of them. And I can't say for every card shop, but the card shop that I am going to be using for these bits that I'm going to be doing or trying to do. I hope that y'all like this just as much as I do, because honestly, I'm like dying to open these because I'm a little nerdy, and like I'm not going to lie to you. And that's like another thing is like I am trying to do like more hillbilly. Like that's kind of who I am. I like to be outside. I ride four wheelers, shoot guns, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I am like a 50-50 split because sometimes I can nerd down too. I like video games. I like Pokemon cards. Like, well, I guess I would say Pokemon cards and like baseball cards from my generation and era, which is like a whole different now. I feel like I don't even know like anything that's going on in this era and stuff. But I'm gonna try to figure it out. So I apologize right now. Going forward in this stream, if I mispronounce or missay any of the names, I deeply, deeply, deeply apologize. But I feel like when I quit playing Pokemon cards and stuff, they had crazy names. So I feel like it's even going to be more crazy now. So if my pronunciation on the names and stuff is terrible, I apologize, but I'm going to do my best. So you're going to have to work with me. And again, I'm totally willing. So I bought 9 packs of cards, of Pokemon cards, and I'm trying to pull a card out of here that's worth more than the pack. Well, hopefully worth more than all these packs put together, and I'll make some of my money back because that's what we really want. But at least, I mean, if I'm making at least, something back on it, then I'm happy. But I mean, yeah, the main idea is to pull, super rare card out of it. We'll go through it together. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to scan every card so that I know the value. Otherwise, I won't be able to tell. And I don't want to throw away an expensive card just because I'm like, screw it, I'm not going to scan it. Plus, we got time. So why not? We're not halfway through our stream yet. In about 20 minutes, gonna be popping this bottle. I'm so excited. We got OJ in the fridge and a bottle of Decoy. And for all of you that have never had this, I haven't either. Cleared and bottled by Decoy, Hellsburg, California. Established more than 30 years ago by legendary vintners Dan and Margaret Duckhorn. Our roots run deep at Decoy. From vine to bottle, we craft our wines to the highest standards using grapes from exceptional vineyards. But our brut survey is Yeah. Actually, scratch all that. I'm not promoting them. We're drinking Andre tonight. Yeah. I should actually have my blenders on here. Give me 1 second. I just have to go grab something from my kitchen real quick. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna play some music real quick. The music. Music. You want a story? I apologize. Y'all want a story though? I got a story for you. One day, came home from work, and my brother, actually my stepbrother, who was my roommate at the time, he was at work, and then, or he was at home, and I got home, and two of my buddies were standing like in my living room. So I was like, "What is going on?" You know. And my stepbrother was there. So then they were like, "Do you want to go to a concert?" And I'm like, "Well, like sure, why not?" You know. But I was like at work at 7 a.m. No, maybe it's 5 a.m. the next day. So I was like, I got to get some good sleep though. You know, like I don't want to be up all night. You know, blah blah. When my buddy's like, "Well, it's in the cities," and I'm like, "Damn, I do not want to drive all the way to the cities, do all that. That sucks." Like, and I was like, "Who is it?" And he said, "Alice in Chains." And for any of you that don't know, I am a huge Alice in Chains fan. I love grunge music, and yeah, I love grunge music. So I was like, absolutely. So then we got in the car, drive all the way there. I was more of a Lane Staley fan, but I knew Ken Cottrell was still alive, and then the lead bass guitarist is still alive. So I was like, it'd be so cool to see him. So then, I'm like, okay, awesome, let's go. We do, and then excuse me. So then we do, and sorry. So then we do, and get there. Concert's awesome. Anyway, at the end, Ken Cottrell comes out with the new lead singer that they have, and he was like, "Yeah, this is our farewell tour. Like blah blah blah." I brought pretty much a cup of picks that I played with, and I'm just gonna like chuck them into the crowd, and they were signed, and so like we're all like everyone started freaking out. The whole crowd goes nuts, and he chucks them or whatever, and you know everyone scatters, grabs them, and then you know leaves. And as we're kind of standing there, the security guard, he's like, or no, my buddy that drove, he's like, "Hey, there's a pick that fell like kind of like underneath the speaker, like when he like chucked the cup, it kind of like fell." And so, but it was past the gate, like we were like front row, so then it was past the gate where the security is. And so I'm like, hey, security guard. I was like, it's my buddy's birthday, and there's a pic right there, like under that speaker. Like, can he have it? And then he's like, the security guard is like, it's not your birthday. Like, and then he grabbed the pic and was walking towards us. And I was like, it's not my birthday, it's my buddy's birthday. And then I was like, what if he proves it to you? So then the security guard, like everyone at this point, like that now he knew he was walking towards us and he had one of those pics. Like everyone was like, oh, let me have it. Oh my God. Yeah. And then my buddy, he takes out his ID or whatever and then prove it to him. And he gave him the pic. So anyway, my one buddy has a pic of King Controls played with on tour and signed. It's kind of cool. Anyway, let's get to starting to open these cards because I am excited. I'm super excited. I can't believe it's almost been 15 minutes already. Sheesh. I'm gonna have to use a knife to cut these cards open, but I don't want to cut the card. How do you? Am I dumb? How do you open a thing of Pokemon cards? Stupid, right? I'm gonna grab a scissors. Give me 1 sec. All right, everybody. You got. If you're ever gonna do a job, make sure you have the right tools before you start the job. Otherwise, you won't be able to do the job. Also, that is very hard to drink without trying to show the brand. Also, Pokemon, I feel like low key, you could do me a little favor of at least sending me a pack or two, maybe for the low or something, by doing this for you. I feel like you could low key help me out a little bit, maybe 1 pack, something here, there, sprinkle some there, never hurts, just think about it, I got a family to feed, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you, Pokemon? I'm just kidding. I love Pokemon. Anyway, here's the first pack. I know who these Pokemon are. It's the pineapple looking things or whatever, but they're the surging packs. And yeah, like I said, I mean, I told the guy, like, I was like, I'm kind of doing this for a YouTube channel. I want to try to buy a pack of cards with a chance of there being a card in there that's worth a lot of money. Oh, excuse me. That's worth a lot of money or worth more than the pack itself. And this, for Pokemon, was what he told me that he would recommend. Maybe I shouldn't be showing that, but that's what he told me to recommend, and I'm totally down. Again, leave in the comment section. Let me know. But I am willing to do this with like football, baseball, anything. Actually, crazy enough, fun fact, my dad back in the day actually used to collect baseball cards, and I'm like pretty sure he's still got like Babe Ruth like signed, a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But anyway, here comes the first pack. I didn't cut any of the cards. That's what I was scared about. Like, what if it's like a $300 card and I just like snip? Where am I gonna put this garbage? I should grab a garbage bag. I was showing my house out to renters today, and they're like, "Wow, you keep everything very clean." I'm like, "Yeah, well, this amount of shit that I try to do, I was like, if I didn't keep it straight, clean, I feel like it'd be like Which, big shout out to my fiance. She keeps the house clean and stuff while I'm doing all this stuff. There and there, business moves and stuff. I mean, I do clean and I try to help fold laundry, dishes and stuff, but she does a lot for me when I'm not here, and I appreciate that. So I'm giving her a shout out. I love her to death. Love her to death. All right. So I'm actually going to go through individually each one of these cards and look them up with you and me. And we're going to see the value of them. I'll show you them. I'll read their names. Maybe I'll even read their attack. Gotta be careful with these because I don't want to like hurt them. Okay, so we got the first card we got here is Fuecoco. Fuecoco. And y'all are going to have to let me know if I just absolutely butcher the heck out of these names, if you're more of a Pokemon fanatic than I am. What is that? Fuecoco? 80 health. He's got 80 health. And he's got Heat Burn that does 20 damage. 20 damage right there. Heat Burn. Fuecoco. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Here comes the first card. They said that they'll only take they'll only buy a card if it's worth if it's more than $2. So whiteout border. So it's saying so it said 70 cents. That's what it says, I guess. Now, I'm not really sure how this all works, and I apologize. I'll get better at this as I do these more often. But it says 70 cents for one. So I believe that means that card, and I'm going to save all these, and I'll bring them over to the card shop anyway. Wait. I don't know, though. It says, like, whiteout. Mystery Booster 2. I don't know what that means. Like, how do you tell the difference between the two, I guess? But I don't think he's very strong. He looks like an average guy. Average Joe right there. So we're going to put him in the average Joe pile, okay? And if I'm wrong, y'all should be lighting me up right now in my chat saying, hey, you idiot. These garbage, right? Like, I don't even know what this is. We're going to just look it up anyway. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I've never done this before, so. Oops. Let me move this over. Use this code to unlock your online reward. Visit Pokemon.com. Redeem with your parents' permission. Log in and use this code. Within Pokemon teaches you live to expand your online card collection. This code can be used only once. Oh, cool. Okay. So they give you a somewhat. I don't know what that. Maybe I'll make a video on that, or maybe a short or something on what that is. But it sounds like you can go in there and like put in a code or something, pretty much, and then yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. But anywho. Okay, here's card number 2. Card number 2. We have got Manatine. Why wouldn't you just say manatee? Manatine. 110 health, water type, wave splash, and aqua dive. Says this attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Does not apply weakness and resistance for benched Pokemon. Wave Splash does 30 damage. So we got here. Oh. So this one says, I wish there was a way of like really knowing, like actually, because S is very odd to me. Rarity S. But it says, so it says 1 in your inventory. So I believe that's 5 cents. So I don't think that one's going to be one that I'm able to bring back to the shop. That sucks. But you know what the guy told me? He's like, hey, this is a complete gamble. And I was like, I know that, but I'm trying to do it for a video. I thought it'd be really fun anyway. Like, just like the idea, like, kind of hit me. I was like, why not buy a deck of cards? You know, I bought 9 of them, so I have a whole bunch of entertainment, you know. But like, why not? Because I like Pokemon anyway. I think it's kind of a cool idea, I guess. But I don't know, like the whole gray border, white border thing is just like kind of confusing to me, I guess. But it says near mint. So I wonder what the Chinese is. Wow. So if you put Chinese, they're literally worth nothing. But so you can sell here too. Huh. So I'll probably create an account and everything and really like go through here the next time that I'm doing this, because I didn't even know that. That's kind of cool, I guess. I'm gonna keep these. I like how it like automatically after you scan a card. Not that I'm really trying to promote them, but after you scan a card, it like keeps the ones in there, like the 2 cards, and then their prices, so that I can kind of like remember. It's kind of cool. Okay, here we go with the 3rd card. Okay, we got Bronzong. Okay, and he's got 130 health, and it looks like he is steel type. Okay, so he does a spinning attack, which is 50 damage, and then he does a move called Double Impact, and that does 100 times, and it says flip 2 coins. This attack does 100 damage for each heads. So like a heads or tails coin. So this guy is an absolute meat heater right there. See that? The spinning attack and the double impact. Brazon. 130 health. Let's see what he's worth here. Whoa. Ah, shucks. Well, um, huh. So this one says 7 cents. I'm finding this hard to believe though. Because, like, this card, how would that make any sense? Because that's saying this card was worth 70 cents, and then this card is worth 7 cents. But this card looks to be way stronger than this card. I don't know if that's like a evolution thing, or I don't know if I'm using this app right. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. There'll be some trial and error going through here, but I don't know. Interesting. Okay, so we've so far 3 cards that we've done, and not a single one of them have been over $2, which sucks. Which means it says though. So right now, and I don't know how this is. Wait. So it's saying add a card name. I just want to make sure I'm doing this quickly. How do you tell what the resistance Kawua what? Hmm. I wish I showed you a picture of the card. Let's see here. Cause to scan, place a card on plain paper. This is very odd. Thought I'd be able to read it. Says it wants it on like white paper. Well, why don't I just do that instead? This'll work. Maybe. I don't know why it's not working though. What if I did a different card? Okay. Try this again. Let's take that up. How in the world? We're gonna try another one. It's so weird that it just worked and then it didn't. But we're gonna take a little pause break here. Okay. And so today, well, so 2 years ago, let that take a little bit of a break. It's not working. 2 years ago, bought a house, Fargo. Started renovating it and working hard on it for a very long time. Probably been about 2 years now. And me and my fiance are proud to celebrate. Finally got our first renters today. So, in celebration, we gonna pop the bottle. Maybe. Oh! Whoops. I will be back. I'm gonna go pull myself a glass. All right. Anyway, y'all. Do a little taste testing. Always drink responsibly. And make sure you're of age. Okay, I'm going to move this back. It was working. Or it said it was working. Okay. What if it's just one? Come on. This is the app they told me to use. It's weird. It was just working. And now it's not. Oh. See, message rankage our card. Is there a way? Is there a way just to Sandy Gast? Burning Shadows. Surging Sparks. Yep. Okay. So I figured out how to do it now. I apologize. And I'm going to have to go back and add these other ones in here. I apologize, y'all. But it's good. It's good I figured that out, actually. So I'm going to look up these other cards real quick. So we had, sorry, I didn't show that one. We had Sandy Gast right there. Sandy Gast. Sandy Gast. And does Sand Spray, which does 50 damage. And I think it's a psychic type, I believe, because it's a color. So Sandy Gast is worth 4 cents. Not a good card. Now we're going to go back to the Bronzong. 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 Okay. So that is a 4 cent card as well. Shucks. But again, I'm going to bring these all in just to make sure that I checked them right. But that sucks. Oh well. Gotta try. We're going to now type in the Foo Coco. Oh. Fuecoco. Foo Coco. Worth 4 cents. Yep. Oh, Don't you just love that? We're up to 12 cents on a pack that costed me $9. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay. Now we're going to the Manatine. Mantin. 110 Wave Splash Aqua Dive. 7 cents. That was a 7-cent card. Wow. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay. So now we are up to 19 cents after 4 cards. $9. I'm losing. We're here for it though. It's a gamble, you know. You gotta try. Gotta try. I'm realizing that I know I was late to the stream and I apologize. It took me a little while to figure all this stuff out and stuff. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, about 7 packs. I'll probably do maybe 3 tonight and maybe like an hour and a half stream, and then I'll do the rest tomorrow. I'll do another live stream. But yeah, if y'all didn't believe me, $9 a pack, $8.49. So I'm at 19 cents with 4 cards, and there's 10 cards in a pack. So I'm losing. But anyway, anywho, on to the next card. We got. Oops. Put them all together here. Okay. We got Reggie Steele. Oh, wow. Got a bunch of arms coming out of there. He kind of looks like oh my gosh. He looks like the main character from My Hero Academia once he learns all the other weird quirks that he can do. And he's got like the black arm thing or whatever. And when he's shooting all those things out, the black whip. But Reggie Steele, 130 health. He has 1 attack that does 60 plus damage. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So let's see. REGISTEEL. So we got here 12-cent card. Wow. Reggie Steele. Well, you know, 5 cards and I'm at 31 cents, which I'm really not at 31 cents because they won't buy a card back. It has to at least have $2 worth of value for them to buy it back. So I'm actually at $0 right now, but off their app that they run it, they're saying that my 5 cards are worth 31 cents right now if I tried to resell them. Awesome. Next we got Walrein. Kind of crazy looking. Yellow eyes, big old fangs. Fines. He's got 170 health, water type. He's got 2 moves, Frigid Fangs, Megaton Fall. During your opponent's next turn, this Frigid Fangs does 60 damage. During your opponent's next turn, Pokemon that have 2 less energy attached can't attack. This includes new Pokemon that come into play. And then Megaton Fall. This Pokemon also does 50 damage to itself, but it attacks for 170. So if you like that little hurt yourself for some damage kind of deal. WALREIN. Oh, that's a 5-cent card there. Sure is 5-cent card. Wow, I love this. 36 cents. Woo! Walren. That's a flop. Big old flop. Next we got Magnazone. Magnazone. And he's got 2 attacks, Mighty Magnetism and Zap Cannon. Mighty Magnetism does 80 damage. It says your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. During your opponent's next turn, that Pokemon cannot retreat. So that's kind of nice. It keeps them in battle. And then Zap Cannon does 180. It says during your next turn, this Pokemon cannot use Zap Cannon. So you can't use it back-to-back after like using it again and again. Oh, so this is stage 2. Interesting. So I just realized at the top left corner, they say the stage. See, right there, they say stage 2. So maybe these higher stage ones versus like the basics will actually be worth more money. That'd be kind of cool. Rot. Okay, let's look them up here. Magnezone. There he is. 5-cent card. Lovely. Wow. Okay. So apparently it does not matter on the stage of the card. If they suck, they just suck. And it doesn't care about you or anything. It just says you suck. That's all it tells you. It's just, I suck, you suck, everyone sucks. And yeah. Not just kidding. Just I do, I guess, because I bought all of them, so I couldn't and he was telling me that Japanese, you have like a higher chance of pulling a card that's worth higher value, but the value of those cards aren't going to be higher. Like the English ones will be higher. Because apparently when you're going like for like the Japanese cards or whatever, it's like the Maker's edition that you're wanting to find or something like that. I don't know. That's what he's telling me. This one is cool looking though. It's got like a weird frame around it, kind of. Slacketh right there, a little slacker, and he has 1 damage, or he has 1 move. Take it easy, and it says heal 60 damage from this Pokemon during your next turn. This Pokemon cannot retreat. So honestly, he is a straight up hitting block. Like, you just have him on your team because you don't care about the game and don't want to win. Terrible Pokemon. I remember this Pokemon back when I used to play Pokemon. He was terrible. I think he does have a further evolution though. Hold on. What's this one? 145, 191. There's 2 different versions of it. Of course, this one's 4 4-cent one, of course. Wonder what the other one is worth. Whoa. I don't know what it just got a picture of. How about that? Okay. Magnezone was the last one I did, and then we got Slacketh. Okay. That sucked. Wait, what? Yo, what? Yo, chat. What? Hold on. Wow, that's whack. But that one looks different though. Stage 1. I don't get it though. Why does it look different? So confused. So confused. Okay, so pretty much I got another bronze on, but I can't figure out why. Why does Bronzong? Why does this Bronzong and this one look different? Oh. Oh. Do you see that? Like, if anyone can answer this question for me, like, this one's got like a weird. This one's got like a weird design. Like you can see, like it's got shiny versus the other one's not. So is one like a white, one's a dark background? But I know they look clear as day different. I'm gonna look this up here. Um, um, okay, well I'm not seeing another one, so I'll have to ask the guy. It's just weird because they look different from each other, but yet they have the same number though at the bottom. Oh, interesting. We'll see. We'll see what they say. We'll see what they say. Okay, now got the next one here. At Eternat and Eternatus. Eternatus. Tornadus. Okay. Dynablast. He looks like a dragon. This is a new Pokemon. I've never seen this. Looks like he's dragon type. Dynablast and World Ender. If your Pokemon, so Dynablast is if your Pokemon's active Pokemon is a Pokemon X, this attack does 80 more damage. And then it says World Ender 230. Discard a stadium in play. If you can't, this attack does nothing. Okay. That's a little new for me. Somebody can explain that to me what that does, but let's see what this card is here. ETERNATU. Wow. 9 cents. So cool. That was 10 cards. That was the last card that I could use. That was awesome. So 10 cards. 10 cards, and you get 58 cents. Right? So 10 cards, and it's at 58 cents. That is whack. Oh, plus I got a basic energy, which I'm assuming that's not going to be worth $2, but I'll bring that in. But like I'm like 99% sure that's not going to be worth $2. Sorry about that. My friend from out of town just messaged me and was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I want to celebrate because you know what? I already told you. If you're paying attention, if there was anyone here at all." Anywho's, I think I'm gonna do one more pack, and then I'm gonna end this live stream for tonight. I hope you all have had fun. Because actually, I have had a lot of fun doing this too, even though I'm losing money. I've had a lot of fun. Just kind of messing around. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, I feel deep down in my soul that one of these cards could at least be worth more than $2. And I would like freak out. Here goes the second pack for $9. The first one, 58 cents. 58 cents is what we got here going on. Everyone hold your breath while I'm doing that because like I don't want to snip one of those cards off. Oh, that'd be the one that'd be worth more money. Oh my. Why does that smell good? That's kind of weird, right? Y'all gotta let me know, why does a new pack of cards smell good? Yo, no, that's so bad. That's so bad of luck, y'all. Oh, that's so bad. I hate to see that. I hate to see it. Another Bronzong, yo. Like, what is that? A Bronzong. Like, 3? I don't think I'm ever buying these packs again. These packs sucked. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Well, it is what it is. Ah, man. They did me bad. They gave me another Sandy Gast. Lame. After 12 cards, I'm at 66 cents. Oh, here comes a new Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. Okay. We got Drillbur. Kind of sounds like Wilbur. Drillbur! Drillbur! Yeah, the Pokemon looks actually kind of dumb. But here's Drillbur. He does 2 damages, or 2 attacks, Burrow and Mud Slap. Now, Burrow says, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Mud Slap just does 10 damage. Okay. I'm assuming this card is going to be Zilch. We'll try it out. Drillbur. Good old Drillbur. What are you worth? 3 cents, Drillbur. How am I supposed to make my money back when all these cards are worth nothing? Y'all, that's crazy. Oh, here's a stadium card, though, I guess. Other card I got said it did a bunch of damage, but you had to give a stadium card back. I don't know what that means because that wasn't in the game when I was playing the game. But here's a stadium. I don't know what that means. Gravity Mountain Trainer Stadium. Says each stage 2 Pokemon in play. Both yours and your opponents get negative 30 HP. You may play online 1 stadium card during your turn, put it next to the active spot, and discard it if another stadium comes into play. A stadium with the same name cannot be played. Okay. Don't care about that. Gravity Mountain. So 171. Assuming it's this one. 14 cents. How is that card worth more than 177, 191? Yeah. How is that card worth more than the other cards when it doesn't even literally it gives your Pokemon negative 30 HP. And it's worth 14 cents. Oh. Come on, focus in here. It's worth 14 cents. What? So after 14 cards, 83 cents. Telling y'all. So it was a bad choice. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was doing. I was an idiot. Dumb. Anywho, moving on. So the next card. Ah! Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna cry if I don't get anything. I will really cry. For real. I'm down bad. Send help. Okay, next card. We got Doug Trio. Why does the one got a bowl cut? The other two got luscious, long, flowing hair, and the one looks like an absolute idiot. That's definitely the baby of them. That's wild. Okay, so Doug Trio has 110 HP. He has one move, and it's called the Trio Chi-Ho. Chi-Ho. It does 120 damage. If you don't have exactly 3 cards in your hand, this attack does absolutely nothing. Wonderful. Wonderful Doug Trio. That's why, because they're named Doug. Who are you gonna... Oh, what? Oh. Let's see. $123, $191. Wow, 5 cents. Cool. Sweet, sweet, sweet. 5 cents. Skip. Now we are back to 88 cents after 15 cards. I've almost made $1 off 15 cards. And this is what every sad, poor little kid is experiencing in the world as they buy these cards with their parents' credit cards that actually are worth money and then losing it all. Anyway, we've got a trainer here. Whoop, boop, boop, boop. No, what do they call him? A supporter. But then a trainer, which is like the same thing to me. Clement's Quick Wit. Says heal 60 damage from each of your Pokemon. You may play only one supporter card during your turn. I don't really know what that means or does, but that's what it does. I'll show you guys again here. Clement's Quick Wit. So what's going on there? Interesting. Okay. Next card. We got Yamask. It's kind of hard for me to see. It looks like I don't even know what that is. Something like in a bush, a taco in a bush. That taco in a bush? And rose petals. Taco and rose petals. It says Mumble and Petty Grudge. It's a psychic type. And Mumble does 10 damage and Petty Grudge does 20. Yamask. See what this is valued at. Yamask. He is 5 cents. Shocker. Ooh, this next card is kind of interesting looking. Ah! Oh. This could be worth money? Probably not. Okay, here we go, everybody. You ready for this? You ready for this? You ready for this? Donphin. 150 health. Knock flat. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Guarded Rolling does 120 damage. Discarded 2 energy from this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon takes 100 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and a resistance. And let's see what this one's valued at here. Donphan. Oh, another 4-cent card. Y'all, I'm never going to make my money back. That's 17 cards. That is 17 cards here at 97 cents. Oh. Killing me. We're going to keep moving on, though. Ooh, this next card is shiny, but it's basic. So I feel like all these cards that have been shiny and basic have still been worth absolutely nothing. So here's the next card. We got Terrapagos. Looks like some kind of fruit or vegetable or something with feathers flying around it. Crazy looking. Go there. Boom. Basic energy. I don't know what those do. I'm actually going to put this. One sec, y'all. I'm going to keep the energies out of them because I really don't think that they're worth any money. Did you? No, I didn't. Did. Okay. So this next one. Or no, sorry. So Turbagos. Prism Charge. Turbagos. Prism Charge. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards of a different types and attach them to your Terra Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. Hard Tackle. 100 damage. See what he is worth. TERAPGOS. Terrapagos. Nope, that's not how you spell it. Don't be an idiot. TERAPAGO. Surging Sparks. 13 cents. Wow. 13 cents. Killing me, all. It's really, really killing me. You know that. Put that down. And then the last card, sadly, it's just another Manatine. So I'll go add that in there. Yep. So y'all, well, 2 of those pulled. That's the last one. It was a Manatine, and I added it. I'm just trying to figure out because like there's energies, and I haven't added. I don't think I added either basic energy in there. But I can look one up. Basic energy. I cannot find this one. Let's see what if I type it in. Nope, I guess not. So the energies are worth nothing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Should have 19 cards here. 1, 2. Okay. So we've got 2 Sandy Ghosts. No. William. Let's see. Which one did I miss? Sorry. Razongs, 3 of them. Gotta make sure I'm doing this because I want to keep track. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Razongs. Fuko. Go. 2 mana times. One. There's the other. 1 Reggie Steele. Right there. 1 Walren. 1 Megazone. Flackla. Chinese. Drover. Gravity Mountain. Double Trio. Oh, I forgot to put, because then there's Yamas, Dolphin, and Terra. Okay, so I forgot to put Clemens's Quick Wit in here. Let me have this fast. Clemens Quick Wit. Sorry, y'all. What? $167, $191. 8-cent card. Perfect. So now we've got 20 cards. 20 cards. And I'm at $1.25. That's 2 packs. That's $18. $18, and I've got $1.25 back. And we will pick up from here tomorrow. So if y'all enjoyed this, I will be doing this probably for another hour or 2 tomorrow on doing the rest of the cards. But tonight, I'm going to go celebrate, have some fun. Y'all be safe. Have a good night. As always, much love. Doses.